Hi everybody, my name is Attila Toth. I'm a developer advocate at Timescale, and in this quick demo video I just wanted to mention some of our most recent updates that we have introduced in the Timescale NFT Starter Kit. If you're not familiar with the NFT Starter Kit, it's a set of tools and templates to help you ingest, store and analyze NFT transactions, real-time NFT transactions from OpenSea using the OpenSea API. And very recently we launched the V2 version of this starter kit, and I'm going to show you what are some of the updates that we have introduced and why it would be interesting for you to check it out and try it out if you have not done already. All right, so right now I'm on the GitHub page of the starter kit. One of the things that we have done is that we organized the documentation a little bit better. So right now, if you scroll down in the README, you can see the different components in the starter kit, and you can decide which one you want to use, because you don't need to use all of it. You can just pick one that you like, and then you can implement that part of the starter kit. So for example, if you need a database schema, we provide an example sample NFT schema for you that you can use to create your own database of NFT data. Obviously, this is just a starter kit, which suggests that if you want to change something, please do. And if you feel like you introduce the change that would be useful or interesting for the community, feel free to make a PR. We are happy to review those PRs and improve on this open source project. Another example would be if you want to get data from OpenSea, you want to ingest transactions. We provide the ingestion script for you to do that, so you don't need to implement something from scratch. On the other hand, if you only want to analyze data and you want to see what are the different ways that you can analyze data, what are some of the insights that you can get from this kind of data, you can quickly grab our sample data, which is actually a collection of CSV files that you can quickly import and then start analyzing data right away. And maybe later you can decide to ingest real-time data or not. And then finally, the two other components of the starter kit are the dashboard components and the sample queries. So we actually have a new sample dashboard built in the starter kit with instructions for you to build it out yourself. This is the Streamlit dashboard. This is new. This hasn't been part of the starter kit before. Basically, we provide all the instructions you need to build out a Streamlit dashboard, which visualizes NFT transactions. If you don't know Streamlit is a Python-based dashboard building tool. It's really useful if you want to build interactive dashboards with Python and you don't want to write any front-end code. You just want to code in Python. Then the other two dashboards that we have here is a Grafana dashboard. We actually have two Grafana dashboards now. I will shortly demo you the new dashboard template that we have developed. And then finally, we have the Dockerized version of an Apache Superset dashboard together with a TimescaleDB database as backend with preloaded NFT transactions. And you can just pull the Docker container, install it, and then you can start analyzing NFT data. And later you can also ingest real-time data from OpenSea. And of course, sample queries if you want to get a head start or want some ideas how you can get insights from our database. Here are some example SQL queries. All right, so again, link in the description. Check out this repository, clone it, and pick one of the components or multiple components that you want to implement. Also, if you absolutely have no idea where to start, or you want to try everything, I highly recommend checking out our NFT Starter Kit tutorial. You can find the link here in the repo. And basically, this will take you to our documentation where we have a detailed tutorial how to get started with our guide. And it basically takes you from zero to a database full of NFT transactions ready for you to analyze and dig deeper and get insights. All right, so the two things that I wanted to quickly show you are the two new dashboards. One is the Streamlit dashboard, and the other one is the new Grafana dashboard. So let's head over to the Streamlit dashboard. This is what it looks like. Again, we provide the source code, so you can easily modify everything that I show you. But basically, the way it's set up at the moment is that on the left side, you see the different filters. You can filter by time bucket. This is actually modifies the size of the time bucket that the dashboard uses under the hood, aka the granularity of the time series data. We also have start date, end date. So this is to set the analyzed time period. Currently, it's set to 1st of September and 12th of October last year. And then finally, you can select which of the two collections you want to compare. And you can also just set it to one specific collection if you're only interested in analyzing one specific collection. Now let's look at the actual dashboard and the charts. So first of all, at the top, you see on the left side, you see some relational information. You can find the OpenSea link here for the collection. So if you click here, it takes you to the OpenSea page of the collection. And you see some other relational information like the creation date, the Twitter handle, Discord URL, and website of the collection if available. On the right side, you see the most expensive items sold and the price and the time of sale. Now going further, you see a typical time series chart displaying the median price for the given collection, for the given collections, because this is comparing two collections at the moment. You can also zoom in on the chart if you are interested in analyzing the data points closer. Going further, we have two interesting charts: daily unique sellers and daily unique buyers. This could be interesting if you want to analyze the number of buyers and the number of sellers, and whether there's a difference between the amount of unique buyers and sellers. And again, you can zoom in. This dashboard is actually using Plotly as the visualization library on the on the backend side, but also on the frontend side. But you can choose any other visualization library that you want, because Streamlit supports a lot of Python visualization libraries. And then finally, the last two charts on this dashboard are daily number of NFT transactions and daily Ether volume of NFT transactions. You can also change the filters. So for example, let me change the time bucket size from daily to weekly. So if you change time bucket size to weekly, you can see that the charts are updated. And actually, the whole dashboard is powered by TimescaleDB continuous aggregates. And basically, switching to weekly time bucket size, it allows you to look at larger time frames. So for example, if I want to look at the whole year or almost the whole year of 2021, I just set the filter and it will update the charts. At the moment, I'm using a very cheap machine, but even though it's a very cheap machine, because of continuous aggregates, the refresh time is fairly fast. And so right now I'm looking at a much larger time frame of two separate collections. But again, you can set up other continuous aggregates. You can set up different time bucket sized continuous aggregates. So you can do pretty much anything that you want with this dashboard. We provide the source code. You just need to modify the queries and modify the dashboard itself. So this was the Streamlit dashboard. This is a new thing. This hasn't been part of the starter kit before. The next thing, which is also a new thing, is the Grafana dashboard. So previously we provided Grafana dashboard. This time we created a brand new dashboard with much more charts and much more insights, hopefully. So let me just quickly show around and what it can do. So this dashboard is focused on one specific collection at a time. So for example, right now we are focused on CryptoPunks, but you can select any other collection, slug. That's the unique identifier of the collection. And whatever collection you have in your database, you can just pick that and analyze that. Right now we are analyzing CryptoPunks. You can also set the time bucket size here as well. Currently we are using a time bucket with 1 week size. And again, this is all powered by continuous aggregate. So again, at the top, we see some relational information about the collection, the creation date, name of the collection, a small image of the collection, the unique identifier, the slug, the OpenSea URL, Discord URL, website, and Twitter. This dashboard is powered by TimescaleDB. It makes it really easy to join your time series data with relational data. So building a dashboard like this on the backend side is very easy because you can just do a SQL join, and then you can bring your time series data and your relational data together on the same dashboard. All right, so going further, we see the most expensive assets sold. Again, the date of the purchase, the actual image of the NFT, name of the NFT, the Ether that the NFT was sold for. It's really useful to find sort of outliers or transactions that are special or that are unexpected. And so, for example, you can find wash trades with dashboards like this, and you can dig deep. You can dig deeper, especially because you can easily click on the OpenSea URL of the NFT, and then you can look up all the transactions and transfers, and you can basically dig deeper to get more information about the transaction. On the right side, you see the most recent trades. Then we see some typical time series charts, the volume in Ether, number of trades, mean and median price, maximum price in Ether, and we also have unique buyers and unique sellers on this dashboard as well. One thing which could be interesting is that right now we are looking at a very big time frame. If you look at the top right, we look at all the CryptoPunk sell transactions in 2021. But if you would like to analyze a smaller time frame, you can just zoom in on one of the charts. So for example, I zoom in here. That will update all the charts. And to get more granular, which we can change the time bucket size to 1 day, so we see more granular data. And so right now we are seeing charts using a continuous aggregate, which has 1 day time buckets, and that allows us to look into more details, because basically each data point represents 1 day. This and the Streamlit dashboard are our new NFT dashboards. Again, you can find all the information that you need on the GitHub page, link in the description. And we encourage you to try it because it's open source, it's free. You can use TimescaleDB installed locally on your machine, or you can also use our cloud offering, which has a free trial, no credit card needed. And this can be a fun project for you to get familiar with NFTs or get familiar with TimescaleDB or both. And again, you can just pick any of the components that you are interested in, or you can go to the NFT Starter Kit tutorial in our documentation, which takes you from zero to having a database set up with data and ready to analyze NFTs. All right, I hope this was interesting. All the links in the description below, and see you in the next one.